weeks ago. Luis Gonzalez in the 10th round. He's taking Art Pendergrass, who you just saw in heavyweight explosion 2 weeks ago, losing a 10-round decision to Michael Rush. Kevin, 2 weeks ago, this is like a throwback to boxing in the 40s and 50s, a guy fighting that often.
This is what boxing needs right now. The excitement. People fighting all the time. See, when people don't fight all the time, people don't know who the fighters are. Now you got a fighter 2 weeks ago that just got in the ring and fought. He's going to be sharp. He's going to be dangerous. You got to watch him.
Okay, but what about Josh Dempsey? Josh Dempsey coming off a knockout loss. What's going through a fighter's mind when he comes back in a situation like this?
Both of them are in a must-win situation. Both you lost their last previous fights, need a win here to propel their career to another fight. Maybe Maskins in the future for both of them. One of them that wins. They need a win badly tonight.
It would be interesting. Classic crossroads confrontation on the explosion. And we'll be back with our first bout after these words. Okay, and heavyweight explosion brought to you tonight by the Coeur d'Alene Casino in Worley, Idaho. And how about our CKP website? Visit us there at www.ckpboxing.com. And if you want to tell us something about heavyweight explosion, write us your comments. 191 Montauk Highway, Watermill, New York, 11976. We'll read your comments on the air. All right, live at ringside right now, Josh Dempsey, Art Pendergrass. The excitement is brewing here. Dempsey, of course, 19-3, 18 big wins by knockout. Pendergrass, he's a knockout puncher as well. He's never won going the distance with 13 knockouts in his 13 wins. So, very excitement right now building here. And we're going to go up to our ring announcer, Chuck Matheson. He's got the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans, welcome again to the House of Fury here at the Coeur d'Alene Casino for another edition of the Heavyweight Explosion. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big House of Fury welcome to the crew from Cedric Kushner Productions and worldwide television audience on USSB satellites, and our announcers, Artie Rosenthal, and two-time featherweight champion of the world, Kevin the Flushing Flash Kelly. Our first bout tonight features 10 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. When the bell rings, referee Tom Katsalamutis will be in charge of the action. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing black trunks and weighs in at 214 pounds. His professional record, 13 wins and 12 losses. All 13 of those wins come by way of knockouts. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Artis, the madboxer, Pendergrass. Across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, also wearing the black and green trunks, he weighs in at 241 pounds. His professional record, 19 wins, 3 losses. 18 of those 19 wins come by way of knockout. From Torrance, California, Josh Dempsey!
Boxing information. Any questions over here? Questions over here? Want a good, clean, tough fight. Shake hands now. Go fight.
All right, our matchup tonight, big weight advantage, almost 30 pounds for Josh Dempsey. 6 inches in height, 4 inches in reach, and he's 4 years younger than Pendergrass. Pendergrass has his work cut out for him this evening. We're ready to get started. We're scheduled for 10. Take it away. Pendergrass starts out fast. Kevin going to that body of Dempsey. Maybe he thought it looked a little soft. Neither fighter a slow starter.
Well, that's what he needs to do. He needs to go to that body early. He needs to go to that body quick and fast. Cause damage early. Get Dempsey on the back of his heels. A tall guy like that fighting forward has a lot of leverage.
Well, last time Josh Dempsey was in the ring, he was looking up from the canvas of a third knockdown in the 10th round against Jorge Luis Gonzalez. They fired his trainer, Randy Shields, brought in veteran trainer and veteran fighter, Freddie Roach, and that's something that's often done in a situation like that. Kevin?
Well, the big thing about Dempsey is that he goes forward. He's using a lot of leverage on his punches. Utilizing the jab, coming in, forward, backing him up.
Nice jab by Pendergrass, and I think that's going to be the key to keep Dempsey off him, Kevin.
I say so. I say right now he's taking the attack, he's taking it to him. He is taking it to Pendergrass. Pendergrass right now needs something to get Dempsey off of him. Without that, nothing he can do.
Well, if you had, the paper on the two of the fighters here, Pendergrass, certainly the more experienced, better boxer. Dempsey, the heavier hitter, although Pendergrass, 13 knockouts in all 13 of his wins. Nothing that he's ever won has gone the distance.
Well, that's what's funny about him. Like I said, he's a 50-50 fighter. Either he knocks you out or you beat him on decision. So, right now, this is a hot, heat fight right now.
Yeah, what about this pace for heavyweights in round number 1?
They're going at it. This is what boxing's about. This is what brawling and fighting's about, really. And I tell you, Dempsey's not pulling any punches with him. He's not pulling any Pendergrass. He's landing over here right, jabs, everything. And I tell you, he's taking a few himself in the meanwhile.
Well, Dempsey's certainly not camera shy after that knockout of Gonzalez. Interestingly enough, Kevin, one of the bad habits he had in the Gonzalez fight is that when Gonzalez laid on the ropes, Dempsey squared off. In other words, he kept the speed parallel. Freddie Roach worked with him, and he seems to be following it. Now he's keeping that left foot in front as he's approaching Pendergrass on the ropes.
I see him bringing back foot again forward. There you go. He squared off just now. He still has it in him a little bit. I guess it comes out at times. Like I said, it's going to take a few fights, not just one fight, to get rid of that problem. He's going to have to give a few more fights, and then he'll probably alleviate that problem down the road somewhere. Right now, he's still making a mistake.
What about Pendergrass laying on the ropes and allowing Dempsey to work his fight like this?
Well, what Pendergrass needs to be doing is backing Dempsey up. He's the smaller of the two. You got to get Dempsey on the back heels of his heels and hit him with straight right hands and hooks.
Well, as we come to the end of round number 1, a lot of action. Freddie Roach jumping into the corner with Josh Dempsey. Let's listen in and see what he thought of the first round.
Don't let him get off first, okay? He fights up momentum that way. You get you off balance, and don't let him get off first. You understand? Alright? I want you to be first with that jab, okay? Now put the right hand over the top, right? And bring the left uppercut back to the middle. Okay? He's following, he's tucking your right hand, putting him in the uppercut in the middle, okay? Alright, put it right together for me, okay? Alright, don't wait on this guy.
Round number 2, we're scheduled for 10. That's Josh Dempsey in the green shorts, Art Pendergrass in black, and some very good advice between rounds. Freddie Roach giving to Josh Dempsey, Kevin.
Well, I'll tell you, what he wants him to do, pretty much, Pendergrass is bending down. He wants to throw a right hand. When he bends down, duck it, throw an uppercut, brings his head back to the air, throw another right hand. So what he wants him to do is, as he's slipping down, as Teddy Pendergrass slipping down there, Teddy Pendergrass is bending down, bring that head up in the air and knock him out.
Well, I'm sure you mean Art Pendergrass and not Teddy Pendergrass, but I'll give you that one.
Well, I'm looking at the Pendergrass family, so he can decide to do it. He should have done national anthem.
There you go. Well, in between rounds, Pendergrass's corner asking him not to headhunt so much. Slow it down a little bit, work the body, and of course the hands will come down, and then you can attack the head and not lay on the ropes so much. And I think Pendergrass making a big mistake if he thinks laying on the ropes is going to win the fight for him the way it did for Gonzalez, because Dempsey seems to have learned that lesson at least halfway through round number 2 from that last fight with Gonzalez.
Well, the big thing that Art Pendergrass has to do, he has to get Dempsey back up. He has to hit him in the midsection. He's staying up to the head very high. He has to stay low. On his level, he is short of the two, work his way down, and work his way back up to the top. And that's how you bring your man down to your size. If he won't be your size, they say about the giant, right? The giant's tall, you top him down from the bottom, and he'll top him forward.
Well, as we're halfway gone in round number 2, I got to tell you, Kevin, right now I'm impressed with the way Josh Dempsey's fighting this fight. He doesn't seem to have any ill effects from that Gonzalez fight. Doesn't seem to be the least bit shy. And I think some of the mistakes he was making in that fight, Freddie Roach, who I think is a fantastic trainer, seems to have corrected. And just as I say that, Pendergrass catches him walking in and has Dempsey wobbling on Queer Street.
But I'll tell you, Pendergrass' chin is very questionable after the knockout to Gonzalez. You know, who knows what had come of that knockout. He made that ill effects of his still. He's getting hit with big shots here. Overhand rights, uppercuts hooks. But he keeps working.
What about Pendergrass's capability, though? Giving up 30 pounds, being able to take out a man 30 pounds heavier than him. Does he have the punching power?
Well, just now, just seemed like he exhibited a little bit of it by wobbling Dempsey. So that shows that he does have a punch. And maybe you catch him right. Like I said, it doesn't matter how hard you hit him. It's hitting him in the right spot. Maybe you can put Dempsey down.
Just about 25 seconds to go in round number 2. Very good second half of this round for Pendergrass. And almost on cue, Dempsey comes flying back. But an amazing pace being set here by both of these fighters, and we're only near the end of the second round. This is scheduled for 10. I don't know if they can keep it up.
You're getting a little anxious, okay? You're getting a little anxious. If you get him hurt, like we talked about, Artis, if you step out just a little bit, spread out and turn, you're not turning. You're hurting him. Forget it. You're hurting him with, take a spot. You're hurting him with arm punches. All right, relax right now. All right, make every punch count. Artis, make every punch count. Artis, I know you're tired, but he's dead. You gotta push this pace for one more round and he's dead. When you get him hurt, shorten up on your punches and put more power into him. Too wide.
As we begin round number 3, the corner of Art Pendergrass seems to think that they've got Dempsey just where they want him. Kevin Harris and journeyman fighter Buck Smith, both in the corner there, Kevin. They say, hey, you're a little anxious, slow down. We think that Dempsey's dead tired already.
But I tell you, I think both of them are dead tired, really. They're working a very hard pace here. Dempsey backing Art Pendergrass up against the ropes. Pendergrass fighting off the ropes. I tell you, this fight going back and forth and back. As you can see, Pendergrass catches him, he catches Pendergrass, they're going back and forth. It's going to boil down here to which harder and who wants it more.
And at least for the moment, being hit by a man 30 pounds heavier, I'm impressed by Pendergrass's chin. He's been knocked out 3 times in his career by the likes of Ezra Sellers. Lyndon Brewster took him out in 1, and feather puncher Maurice Harris took him out in 4, but he's been taking Dempsey's best shots.
Well, either Dempsey can't hit that hard or he doesn't have a chin like that. You know, this guy, like I said, it doesn't matter how hard you really punch, man, to catch your hand just right. Sometimes you hit a guy in the chin, he don't go down. And sometimes a feather puncher come in, that doesn't hit that hard, man, the right shot, knock him out.
Well, I can tell you, in my opinion, Dempsey has good, we know he's got good punching power because of the AC knockouts, but he's taken out the likes of Will Hinton in 2 rounds. He took out T-Bone Green in 2 rounds. These are fighters that usually are very durable, and the fact that Dempsey can take them out at that pace, a lot to be said. Not a lot to be said right now for Dempsey's footing, which seems a little askew there as we come to halfway mark in round number 3. That's Dempsey, of course, in the green shorts. Art Pendergrass, he's in the black. No knockdowns thus far in the fight, somewhat miraculously.
Well, the one thing that Dempsey's doing wrong, he's throwing everything in his punches, which fatiguing him, which makes it easier for Art Pendergrass to knock him out if he has to. Because he's fatiguing right now. Holding him very tired. When you're tired, you get knocked down very easily. Right now they're both working. Pendergrass back as the ropes. His back on the ropes. He needs to turn the fight around, put Dempsey back at the ropes, and work around.
Well, certainly trying to fatigue Kevin, and they were yelling at his corner. A lot of arm punches being thrown by Pendergrass right now. He's not throwing short, crisp punches on the inside. Dempsey, though, looking very exhausted. And interestingly enough, we talked about layoffs and things, and what is Dempsey trying to prove here? His arms at his side, trying to slip punches by keeping his arms down, and I think Dempsey's walking, and they're going to stop the fight. All of a sudden, Dempsey's hands drop to his side, Comcast Moranis drops in, stops the fight, and Art Pendergrass, just as Kevin Harris predicted to me earlier today, goes in there and totally annihilates in round number 3, Josh Dempsey. And Kevin, it looks like somebody flipped a switch on Dempsey. He dropped his hands to his side, tried to slip the punches strictly by moving his head, and referee saw it up, jumped in there, and that was all she wrote.
Well, the bottom line is 2 rules. Sometimes with 2 cocky people do good, but happened was definitely trying to shoot people. He can take a punch.
Or maybe we could pick up the exact shot. I didn't quite get the moment.
He wasn't exactly hurt. He wasn't hurt.
He just dropped his hands to his side.
What you're saying is that macho stuff, dropping his hands, trying to show he can take a punch, show he's not hurt. But the problem with that is 10 unanswered punches mean the rest stop the fight. If there are 10 punches unanswered, the fight's over. And that's what happened. You can count the shots. I think it was like 15 shots landed before the rest stopped the fight. So he did give him the benefit of the doubt.
It was almost like the fatigue set in. They kept an incredible pace the first 2 rounds. And I got to tell you, they were absolutely right. In the corner of Pendergrass between rounds, Kevin Harris and Buck Smith said, he is dead tired. You can't keep up this pace. You've got him just where you want him. And he went out and proved it.
Well, I mean, it was.
So, you know, okay, we're going to go up and find out the official time of the stoppage to our ring announcer, Chuck Matheson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 3. The referee stopped the fight. The winner by technical knockout, Artis, the Mad Boxer, Pendergrass.
There you have it, Art Pendergrass winner by TKO. He improves to 14-12. That's his 14th win by knockout. He only wins by knockout. Couple that along with a major other heavyweight knockout over prospect Gary Bell. And the only real blemish over the last several months has been that strange knockout from Maurice Harris. That was back in December of '98. He's kept incredibly busy. And that's the real interesting thing here, Kevin. He fought in December of '98. Maurice Harris stopped in 4. Came right back January 21st, went 10 rounds with Michael Rush. Now he's had 2 losses in a row, and you would think, gee, I'm going to take a little bit of time off. He says, nah, I'm coming back 2 weeks later. I'm going to fight this kid Dempsey. And he manages to take Dempsey out. So, we take a look again at action from round number 3. And the hands just seem to slip down on the part of Dempsey, and Pendergrass taking full advantage of it and of the fatigue on the part of Dempsey. So, and we're trying to get Art Pendergrass down here right now with trainer Kevin Harris. Come on in here. You know, Art, we were talking. He's going to take a seat with us here. Little windy. First of all, an incredible pace over the first 3 rounds.
Well, I had to fill him out a little bit, but he came on strong and stuff, so, you know, I just had to let out the artillery, but we saved for the later rounds, because usually I'm a slow rounder, you know, they take it like 3-4 rounds to warm up, you know, but sometimes, you know, you fight different fighters, they come out strong and they make you, you know, fight, make you, you know, bring out your artillery, what you save for the later rounds, you know.
Well, along those lines, what you're saying is right. I thought he gave you a very tough first round. The second round, you seemed to take charge. Kevin, in between rounds, you said to him, he's dead tired. I heard Buck Smith say the same thing. You've got him exactly where you want him, and it seemed to me that's what happened.
Well, we felt there was no rush. That's exactly what we felt. We know Josh's a big, strong guy. Artie's at a height and a weight disadvantage. So we said we'll chop him down. I was a little worried that Artie was kind of war with him too early. That's why I told him slow down. He's okay. You know, we don't have to rush this thing because that's to his advantage if we rush the war. But Artie picked the right spot. He's a smart guy inside that ring.
What were you thinking? All of a sudden, it seemed to us he dropped his hands, and no particular punch made him drop down, and he just seemed to, like, all of a sudden that was it. Drop back against the ropes and just let you pot shot.
Well, see, some of the shots that I was throwing, they was like winging wide shots, but I threw a few short punches while we was in the clinch and stuff, and one of the left hooks kind of hurt him a little bit. So, you know, when I seen him, you know, I heard him with a straight right hand, and I was like, I'm hitting him with left hook, you know, because he's a big guy, and he's right there to be hit. You know, that's why I like fighting the big guys, because, you know, I guess I have to work on my defense a little bit more, but if you got a good defense, you know,
we're going to take a look.
Hit these guys.
We're going to take a look, Art, here. Here's where the end of the fight comes. You back warmly up, a.k.a. Josh Dempsey, into the corner. He seems to keep his hands on the side. He's trying to slip your shots, and then eventually you just finally get to him. Were you surprised, after seeing what you're seeing right now, that the referee stopped the fight? Of course, we're in a state that has no standing 8 count.
Well, I was going to keep punching until I knock him out, because once I get a guy hurt like that and he's dropping his hands like that, he's trying to, like, you know, play it off and stuff like he wasn't hurt, you know, and stuff. And once I got him hurt, I was like, I'm going to just keep punching until I, you know, get a good shot. But I was a little bit too anxious. I was too anxious and stuff, so I throw shots that I missed, and, you know, I couldn't get. If I would have sat down and picked my shots, I could have got a clean knockout.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the future. You guys are fighting, you're like throwbacks to the 1940s and 50s. You're fighting December against Maurice Harris. Had a bad outing there. Disputed decision. You know how I feel if you watch the tape about your fight with Rush, and hopefully this evens it up for you a little bit. You come back 2 weeks later. What's in store?
Well, that's why we come back here, to be honest with you, Arnie. What it is with Artis, early on in his career, as you can tell by looking at the fight facts, he was in with heavyweight champions and cruiserweight champions, and he was in a little bit over his head. So he's still trying to work his way back to the pack. The guys that give Artie the most trouble are the Maurice Harrises, the Lamont Brewsters, the guys that have a blend of hand speed with power. But the bigger guys, the Michael Lindenblatts, as you know, Artis knocked out Gary Bell on the Holyfield show in September, and a gentleman like Josh Dempsey, they're tailor-made for Artie, because he can go the full 10, and these bigger guys will get gassed, you know, with that type of pressure. But where we go from here, who knows? I mean, we fought twice in 2 weeks, and the reason we took this fight was to get the bad taste out of our mouth that was left by the Rush fight, because we felt that Josh was the opponent to do that.
So you'll take at least 3 weeks off this time.
Yeah, we might take 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. You know, depends on how nice he is sitting on the plane.
Great to have both of you back on Heavyweight Explosion. Look forward to seeing you in the future. Great win, Art. Take care, Kevin.
All right, take care.
All right, Art Pendergrass, once again, he improves to 14-12 with a big third round TKO win over Josh Dempsey. And right